Sleep. All the way down. There you go. Stay in your chair, all the way down, down. And notice how every time you go back into this state, you feel 100 times more relaxed, 100 times more at ease, 100 times more comfortable. This guy's a star, I like this guy. Person I am touching now. At the count of 3, only at the count of 3, you will sit up, your eyes will pop open, and for some odd reason that you can't explain, you will notice that the number 2 no longer exists. The number 2 will be erased from your mind. This is really simple, just kind of ignore it. It's like it's there, but you really don't want to think about it too much. When counting from 1 to 5, you will skip 2 and go directly to 3. 1, 3, 4, 5, and so on and so forth. You will find this strange, but that's, it doesn't really matter much. The number 2 is just gone. You will no longer be able to say, think, or count the number 2. It's completely gone. In addition to this, you will find that the number 7, the word 7, is the funniest thing that you have ever heard in your entire life. You will not be able to hear, think, say anything, the word 7, without bursting into immediate laughter. The second you hear 7, you will immediately collapse into laughter. It's the funniest thing you ever heard in your life. Person I am touching now. I just like this guy. At the count of 3, only at the count of 3, you will sit up, your eyes will pop open, and you will notice that for the remainder of the show, until the end of the show, every time I say your name, just remind me your name right now without moving. Zenga? Is that right? Okay, great. For the remainder of the show, every time I say the name Zenga, for the remainder of the show, you will notice that for some strange reason, because this has never happened before, your nipples will get into an argument. I know it's funny. Yes, it is. Your nipples will actually talk to each other. Now, this isn't really weird to you because you figure nipples can't talk. They're not there for anything else. They might argue about politics, the Olympics, weather, your grades, school, life, I don't know. Sometimes you'll agree with one of them, sometimes you'll agree with the other, sometimes you'll just want them to shut up because you can't hear what's going on. And that's fine. If you find that funny, I find it funny too. However, for the remainder of the show, every time I say your name, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, those nipples will get into an argument and it will be obvious that you can hear them. All the rest of you, all the other people on stage, at the count of 3, stay in your chair. Keep your eyes tightly closed and keep relaxing. With every word I say, every sound you hear, every breath you take, just keep allowing yourself to relax so that you can really participate in this show and do a great job. So, at the count of 3, person I'm touching now. Number 2 no longer exists. Number 7 is the funniest thing you've ever heard. Person I'm touching now. Every time I say your name for the rest of the show, your nipples will argue. Be careful on your way up. Person I'm touching now, there's someone's head is behind you. I don't want you to hurt them, so come up slowly and make sure you don't hurt them. All the rest of you, stay there, eyes tightly closed, and allow yourself to just keep relaxing because it'll feel absolutely great. At the count of 3 now, only at the count of 3, both of you, eyes open. 1, 2, 3, sit up, eyes open. Hey, yeah, you can just keep relaxing. This person right here, just keep relaxing. Hey man, what's your name? Will, come up here, man. I want to try a counting exercise with you. Zenga, watch this, man. You're gonna love it. So we're gonna try a counting exercise. Now I want you to hold up your left hand. Oh, okay, right hand's cool. No, we'll go with the left, okay? I want you to count out loud with me. Okay, here we go. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 fingers? You have 6? High 5. Zenga, this guy has 6 fingers, man. Isn't that weird? Let's try it again. Let's try the right hand. We'll try that one. Let's count. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. Growing fingers? Suppose that 5, no? Here, you know what we'll do? There's 6 here, there's 6 there. 6 plus 6 is 12. Let's count all 12. Zenga, watch this. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. Not really doing that very good. 7.
Oh my god.
8, 9, 10, 11. 11? You had 12 before, now you have 11. Zenga, this guy's actually dropping the camera. This is weird. I don't know how this happens. Okay, 11. Okay, don't forget. Have you seen Snow White? How many doors are there? You know what? Just go take a seat. Go take a seat. We'll get right back to it. Zenga, you doing okay there, man? Yeah? Alright, so what are you doing? Give your hands, look in my eyes. Take a deep breath in and sleep all the way down. Will, I want you to do something. Let's get it out of your system. 7. 7, 7, 7. Greatest joke ever. Like one of my punchlines. 7. Alright, Will, here's what I want you to do. I want you to take a deep breath of air in and hold it in. Hold it in, hold it in. Got it? Good. The second any oxygen escapes, whether it's from your nose or your mouth, you'll just go into a deep, deep sleep. I know what'll happen, you know what'll happen. Just wait for it to happen. I kind of like 7. So this next one is something what I'm saying. Is that cool? You guys okay with that? Yeah? Give me a round of applause for that. Person I am touching now, at the count of 3, only at the count of 3, you will sit up, your eyes will pop open, and you will listen very carefully to the piece of music that will be playing. For the remainder of the show, every time you hear that piece of music, you will believe yourself to be Michael Flatley, Lord of the Dance. Now, if you don't know who that is, that's fine. He's the world's greatest tap dancer. His legs just kind of jump left and right. Every time you hear that piece of music for the remainder of the show, regardless of what's going on, regardless of what you're doing, you will come to the front of the stage, right in the middle, and give us your best river dance / tap dance that you could possibly come up with. When the music stops, what are you doing? I'm trying to do a magic shot. Can you see it? That was weird. Hey, give me your hand. Look in my eyes. Deep breath of air in. Sleep. All the way down. Let it go all the way down. Stay in your chair all the way down. 3. You will sit up. Your eyes will pop open. And you will find that in front of you in a grocery bag, I have bottles of a clear beverage. This is a very particular beverage. It's a very strange beverage. It's actually called an emotion drink. An emotion drink, here's how it works. When you take a sip, I name an emotion. Whatever emotion I name is the emotion you will feel stronger than you've ever felt it before. For example, if I say laughter and you take a sip of this emotion drink, you will laugh harder than you've ever laughed in your entire life. If I say sadness or depression, you'll just be really sad, and so on and so forth. And you will feel it stronger, 1,000,000 times stronger than you've ever felt it before, whatever that emotion may be. So at the count of 3, when you sit up with your eyes open, I will hand you these emotion drinks, and whatever emotion I name, when you take a sip, that is what you will feel, and you will represent it physically for everyone to see. Okay, at the count of 3, only at the count of 3, all of you sitting up, eyes open, I'll hand you the emotion drink, 1 each, and then when I say the emotion, you take a sip, you'll notice how wonderful it feels to experience that emotion on an extreme level. 1, 2, 3, sit up, eyes open, everyone, come back into the room, feeling awesome. Guys, check this out. I have this awesome beverage. It's called an emotion drink. Here you go. Don't open it yet. I mean, no, open it, but don't drink it yet. Zenga, here you go. If you want as well. Great. Awesome. And here you get one too. Okay. Don't drink it yet. Just hold on to it. But you can open it, but don't drink it yet. One over here. There you go. Fantastic. Yeah, open it. Don't drink it yet. Open it. Don't drink it yet. And the first one's actually the most interesting one. It's the funnest one. The first one is laughter. Guys, take a sip of laughter. See what happens. It's awesome. It's fantastic. You're going to love it. You might not even be able to hold it in. Zenga, what is so funny, man?